next book author, I don't fucking care. She's still one of my favorite authors. But I digress. Anna Huang. Not ranking these books based on how good they are. I'm ranking these books based on how they made me feel. I forget to say, Black Knight is like childhood best friends to enemies to lovers, which is the best trope. Fight me on this. I don't care. It is the best trope ever. Ever. My god, I can't do this. Location change due to unnotified situations. Him, I would recommend because it's just such a well written book, and it's also like so sad. Okay, it makes you sob, and like it. I just felt I wanted my mother to read this book because the way it talks about everything that a mom goes through, like a mother goes through while giving birth, dealing with her emotions, postpartum depression, and like, oh my god, there's this one scene in jail when she's in jail. Oh, that scene, that line, it's like, you know, are you gonna live with your sadness, or are you gonna die in it? It's like, it's kind of the gist of that quote, and I just, oh my god. And reminders of him has so many heartbreaking quotes. People need people to live, and Kenna didn't have anybody, and I just, every time I think of that, my heart just breaks over and over again. And I just want Kenna to be happy, and I just want, you know, I just want the best for her. And I swear, if any of you, if I hear anybody talking shit about Kenna, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight to death. I don't fucking care, okay? You don't talk shit about her. You don't talk. How can you look at Kenna and be like, that's somebody who you should talk shit about. Kenna is an angel, okay? Okay, just protect her. Let her be happy. I think that's where Colleen as an author wins. When like people like me exist, people like me who go catching, who like go obsessive over her characters and her books. That book never ceases to fucking break my heart, and that is why it's one of my most favorite books of all time, because it breaks my heart. King of Pride by Anna Huang. It is about Isabella Valencia and Kai Young. First, I'm going to talk about Kai first. In the world of boys, he's a gentleman. He is Kai Young. Kai Young is a gentleman, if there ever was one. Okay, I couldn't find one thing that was wrong about him. You know, I couldn't find one red flag, and I'm a master at finding red flags most of the time, even when I chose to ignore it. Okay, and there wasn't one red flag about Kai Young. Kai Young is perfection personified. He's just so fucking good. And Isabella, oh my god, let's get into Isabella. Yeah, I've read like 400, maybe almost 500 books in my life, and among those I have 3 characters that I felt like 3 books where I felt like the author wrote that book about me, you know, and this is one of those books. Isabella Valencia is me. Her mental turmoil, her mental state, her thoughts, her way of thinking, everything is exactly like mine. You know, I just resonated so much with her character, with her struggles, internal struggles, so much, you know, and it made me feel seen. It made me feel heard. It made me feel validated of thinking the way that I think, of feeling the things that I feel, and for that alone, I just want to thank Anna Huang for writing this book, for creating Isabella Valencia as a character. And this book made me feel a lot of things. I was crying, I was sobbing to these books because of like how much Isabella made me feel, you know, made me feel just from my heart, from my very core. She was making me feel things. She was like making me feel things that I felt before, but she was making me feel this in a new and known way, and like she was making me feel like the little girl in me who felt insecure about, you know, a lot of things. And Isabella made me feel validated, made that little girl in me feel validated about those things, and I absolutely loved it. I have nothing else to say about this book. Firing Line by Kayla Silvers. It's about Belda Cooper and Jagger Warren, and I feel like it's like one of the best Lumpy X Sunshine books that I've read. ever. Jagger is grumpy personified. Okay, Jagger is grumpy in a person, as a fictional character, as a human. I loved him so much, and I loved his brother too. I want his brother to get his book. Hopefully Kyla is gonna, or Kayla is gonna write it soon. I just absolutely loved it. It was a bit too long, I will give you that, but I didn't mind it. I didn't mind reading it because I really loved the characters. I loved the plot. I loved the little girl. Main focal point for me was Jagger. I loved Jagger. I loved everything about him. He was hilarious, even though he didn't want. He had this dry humor, which I loved. I feel like I love it because I have a dry humor and people don't find me humorous at all. And I just, I see you, Jagger, and I like you. Okay. Jagger was just so good, so funny, so great, such a lovely guy. I loved him so much. And it's like, it's always like Jagger is it's the kind of trope where, he's always been in love with her, but he just can't show it, right? And she hates him, and she thinks he hates it as well, and he hates everyone else, but he doesn't. He just loves her so much, and just I loved that trope so much. And this book made me feel like butterflies and everything. I loved it so much. Next is Will Always Have Summer by Jenny Han, about Belly and Conrad. This is the second time that I'm reading this book. I don't like the first book or second book, but I love the third book. I love Conrad. I love Conrad. Anyone else I don't care about. I really love Conrad. I loved reading Conrad's POVs in this book. I just, getting into his head, seeing, just him referencing to a lot of things that happened in the previous books. It was just so nice. And I one of my friends, the only friend of mine who reads, we talk about books a lot, and she also loves Conrad, and this book is also her favorite book. And oh my god, the letters, the fucking letters. Oh, I swear, if I could print those letters and carry it around in my pocket, I would. But that would be a little crazy, so I'm not going to do it. I read those letters to my sister, and she's also in love with Conrad now. Mission accomplished. Conrad fan club member number 1. It's like, he's definitely one of my most favorite book persons of all time. I love him so much. Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher, Declan Kane, and Iris. Again, this was a reread. 5 stars when I first read it, 5 stars now. Such a great book. I love Declan. I love Iris. I love their interactions. I love their banter. I love how Iris sort of like puts him in his place. I don't know. I love the way that she knows him, and like it reminds me kinda like when I saw Secretary Kim. I think that's the K drama. I didn't see the entire thing. I just saw the first couple of episodes. It reminded me so much of Declan and Iris, and I just really loved their interaction. I loved their banter. I love Declan. Oh, there's so many things that Declan did, but nobody knew that he did it for Iris, but he did do it, and I butterflies, you guys. The Annihilator. Oh, I love Lila and Dane. They have my entire heart. Oh my god, I've talked about them before in the market recommendation. I just love Lila and I love Dane. I love the story. I love how everything was like connected to Lila. Like with Dane. I just love how Dane. I love everything that he did for Lila. I love the house. I just love everything about them. I would 110%, I would like 1000% recommend Dark Horse by Rumix. It is like one of the best series. And I think Lila and Dane are easily the best couple. Not Morana and Tristan or anybody else. They're overrated to me. Lila and Dane. They are it. They are the best couple in Dark Horse. I don't care what anybody else has to say. I think the couple that comes second to them would be Alpha and Sapphire. Their story was just incredibly good. Next is Tragic by Denby Perry. It is about Kane Reynolds and Piper Campbell. I've read a couple of books by Denby Perry. She's really good. and I loved this book as well. I just, I loved the characters. I ended up reading this book because of this one reel I saw where they were like, they were saying that she set fire to his house because he made her mad. Not exactly how it happened, but I loved that. That's why I read the book. Completely worth it. It was such a good book. Again, like, the characters have been through, both of the characters, especially Kane, has this really tragic past, and just him dealing with that, and like her helping him deal with that. It was such a great book. I loved it. I loved the I think it was like one of the only books or small town romance books that I've read where like these guys immediately have sex. Like at page 28 they had sex, which was a very good sex too. I just wanted to say that. A very good sex scenes. I loved it. They had like incredible chemistry. Like when I first read them, I had my stomach hollowed out and I had like butterflies and all that. That doesn't happen a lot in books, but it does happen, So that was like very, very nice. I just loved the book. I loved the characters. I loved how Denby goes through this book in such a way that it makes us feel like we're there, we're experiencing it, we're watching this happen, watching this unfold, and we're like, what is the entire story? What is the entire story? Tell us we wanted to know so much, so much. I'm so hungry right now. I haven't had dinner. It's almost 9. Go finish the book. I have like 3 more books. Okay. Anyways, tragic. What I eat? You know what? I'm gonna. No, I can't. Okay. Might I just say, I hate Kane's mom. I hate her. I understand that she has 2 sons. I understand that she, I understand why she made some of the decisions she made, but like, fuck her, dude. What the fuck? Who would do that to her son? Okay, oh my god, I hate her. Next, Empire of Hate by Rina Kent. Daniel Sterling and Nicole. Nicole. I love Nicole so much. Nicole, I just love her. This is a recurring. It's like radio going on and on again. I'm saying the same things about these characters, but what can I say? I love Nicole. Nicole is my baby. Again, if Nicole needed a kidney, I would give her mine. If Nicole needed 2 kidneys, I would give both of mine. If Nicole needed an eye, I would give her mine. I would give everything to her. Nicole's my baby. Daniel, you son of a bitch, you fucking hurt her. But again, because Nicole is happy with Daniel and I want Nicole to be happy, I'm fine with Daniel. Aster, you fucking bitch. I fucking hate you with every single cell in my body. Okay, I hate her. Oh my god. I'm not saying anything that could like potentially spoil this, but that fucking bitch. I can never forgive her, even though some might argue that like it's not essentially her fault, but I can never forgive her. If what I just said isn't enough of a motive for you to read the book, let me just tell you, it's a really, really good book. Okay, it's really nicely written. Nicole's story is gonna make you sob. It made me sob, so it's gonna make you sob as well. But I do cry easily, so I don't. Next book is Shadows of You by Catherine Coles. I can't pronounce her name. It's about Ron and Aspen. Again, this is also like a single mom meets the village's outcast, but like his family is basically the like the main deal in that small town. Paksha, everybody hates him. Everybody hates him as in everybody is terrified of him because he's very tall and he has like a towering presence, like scary appearance. He's very tall and he's like very built, I guess. And like it's always there's these subtle mentions of how like when the way people react to him, like they're like slightly scared, they're slightly intimidated, and he's used to it, and that like breaks your heart. And I think Rowan was such a well-written character. I think it shows you the vulnerabilities of being so strong, and that it doesn't matter if you feel like you're a mountain, if physically you look like a mountain, if physically you look like a MMA player or whatever. if you, it shows you like the, again, two sides of the story. You can look like this but feel this way, you know. And it was very well written. I loved the way the story went. I think lots of people were saying like Shadows of You is like the best book in the series. I agree, even though I haven't read the rest of the series. But I want to read the rest of the series, and I probably will. But Rowan and Aspen has my heart, and Aspen's daughter also has my heart. This is another one of those books where Aspen's daughter has played such a pivotal role, such a compelling role in Rowan's life, in Rowan's character, and like sort of made Rowan realize that he isn't the monster that he thinks he is, you know. And that was like very, very heartwarming to me. And I think like all of these books that I mentioned, all 17 books that I mentioned, and especially these books where I'm telling you about the way they made me feel, you know, I think you should read these books solely so that you can experience those things too, you know. So that you know, even if the story annoys you a little, like if you feel something for these characters, you need to read these books, because you will feel something for these characters. I mean, it's obviously, it might happen that you're annoyed by them, but I just think you should definitely read these characters. Just, you know, read these books for these characters, and not for the plot, not for the story, just for the characters. And that's always how I'm driven. I care more about the characters than about the story. So if the characters are annoying, even if the story is good, I don't care about the book, you know. And all these characters were very good. Like, one exception I feel like is Wow of Deception, which was very story driven and not character driven at all. So this is my list. This 400-page book is what I'm using for my books, for like writing about my books. Anyway, that's all. So if you've gone this far, might as well subscribe, might as well give a like, give a thumbs up. Tell me if your favorite books that you read in this year or any year. If you have a favorite book, just recommend, just, you know, put that in the comment section below. You know, show some support, show some love, share it to your friends, and all of that. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye.